Hello, I am Mr. Snapper.
And I'm Red Snapper.
And this is Project Nutmeg.
A few weeks ago, Nutmeg and I started Fall Agility League at our local Zoom room.
We have linked to that video in the show description, but we'll do a little catching up here as well. As Red hunts for opportunities to perform with Nutmeg, the two of them have pursued agility training, and this was their second competition.
That's right. We started Nutmeg's agility training in March of this year. Fall League ended the last weekend of October, so that's 7 months of agility for this little babe.
7 months!
Only 7 months.
She's amazing. Nutmeg came in 5th in Summer Agility League, which was basically her first foray into advanced agility. How did she do this time? We'll get to that in a minute.
Agility League should be fun for both the dog and the trainer. But there were moments when it wasn't fun. Those were just moments, though. Overall, we had a great time.
Nutmeg was ready to roll in her first week, scoring very well. We had high hopes for the season. During Summer Agility League, she had a wound on her back. And so we kept her in dresses to sort of hide the dressing that was on her wound. The wound on her back has healed, and she went without a dress for a few weeks. And part of that was Agility League, Fall Agility League start. It was still pretty unseasonably warm in Dallas.
It was still warm in September.
Yeah. So we were curious how not having a dress on would affect her performance, especially after she rocked it that first week without a dress.
Yes. We had a few rough weeks in the middle. It was so rough at times that I thought we'd come in last.
I don't think it was that bad, and I didn't think it was that bad at the time, but it did get a little hairy.
To be fair, this was our first Agility League after Coca died. Coca wasn't present when we would compete, but she was part of the routine. Our entire family has gone through a lot of changes this year, and we still haven't figured out the new normal yet. Like, is there a new normal? Is there a normal?
I don't know. Chowder and I were there to support our girls, well, except for when he was whining for the turkey neck treat that we had in the trunk of the car, or he wanted to prowl around the parking lot. He's a bit of a rover.
A little bit. We had a couple rough weeks where my happy little Nutmeg was more interested in visiting with the audience or following her own path than sticking with me. Her scores were okay though, but we do the best when she's connected with me.
Yeah, and that is really the trick. She does best when she connects with you. I gave her a pep talk around week 4, that Nutmeg, not Red.
We also put her back in a dress. Maybe she needed to feel like a performer to act like a performer.
It's part of the routine.
That's part of the routine.
You put on a dress and you perform.
Yes.
She really kicked it up after that.
She did. I'm really proud of how well she did with that tunnel that went under the A-frame, because that really tripped us up in the Summer League, in the week 2 of Summer League.
Yep. I mean, the entrance to the tunnel, the entrance to the A-frame are right next to each other. It's like, choose your path, choose a path. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't think you had a map for that night, but I was able to see how it worked this time, and she didn't miss a beat. No confusion at all about where to go, at least for her.
Neuroplasticity is the name of the game. We didn't always have maps to study when others were running the course, just numbered obstacles on the course itself. On the last night, I took her through the same part of the map twice.
Yeah, I guess you could say it threw you for a loop.
She was excellent the last 2 weeks, with at least one clean run each night.
A clean run has no penalties for knocking poles off the hurdles or missing weave poles, and she was so good. She was 5th place last season. How did she place this season?
Third place! Third place!
Yay, third place!
Yay, third place! If there was a podium, she would have been on it. Incredible advancement from this little Nutmeg. Yes, and all of the other dogs did really well. Everyone scored over 80 points on the last night, and that is fantastic.
That's 80 out of
100.
80 out of 100.
80 out of 100.
One thing we discovered during this league session was that Nutmeg takes the weave poles one by one, not really seeing the weave poles as a whole unit. And she missed so many poles this season. Of course, Chowder wants a treat after he passes every single pole.
Same, Chowdy, same. I feel like we lost our way with the weave poles somewhere along the line. I'm sure putting my hand between the poles and making noises shoop, 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 didn't help with her thinking of the poles as a single unit. But I plan to take her to a class dedicated to teeters and weaves in December.
Teeters and weaves sounds like the name of an English haberdashery or something. Oh, I'm going up to Teeters and Weaves to pick up a new chapeau.
Pip, pip, cheerio. Welcome to Teeters and Weaves.
Oh no. We have our homemade weave poles in our backyard, but it takes 2 people to help develop that skill. It's hard for one of us to hold her and the other to bait her with treats from the other end when we have another dog present who loves treats. Chowder.
Chowder. What do you think of Nutmeg's achievement of 3rd place in Agility League this session? Or do you have some advice on getting her to think of the weave poles as a single unit? Drop us a note in the comments.
Please be sure to like, subscribe, and boop that bell for notifications, and you'll see us next time.
Bye.